Remember, I am going to be streaming Life is Strange True Colors on my second YouTube channel. That is my gaming channel. I'm going to be live streaming full-time over there. I'm going to move from Twitch to YouTube for streaming. I'm hoping to get memberships and custom emotes on there, so we gotta hit 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 155. Thank you so much to everyone who has gone over there from here. Y'all are real ones. I see you, and it's gonna be a fun time because y'all know I'm gonna cry during Life is Strange. So I mean, I'm gonna cry and you're gonna cry. We're gonna cry together. We're gonna cry together. Welcome back to another video with That's Awkward ASMR. My name is Tatiana, and today we are going to be talking about Animal Crossing manga. That's right, there's literally a manga of Animal Crossing. I only know about this because I follow Viz Media, which I believe is a publishing company, like a book publishing company. They publish a lot of the best mangas like out there, and they were like in June, I think, they were like, hey y'all, we got the Animal Crossing manga for pre-order, and I was like, hello, and did what any reasonable adult would do and immediately pre-ordered both volumes coming out. The second volume's not coming out till March of next year, as far as like my bookstore says. If that date changes, it could be earlier. Sometimes it's earlier than the date is initially there, but for now it does say March next year. But that's okay because we have the first one to tie us over. I'm gonna go through kind of my initial impressions. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. What even is that? It's been a minute. She hasn't even mentioned it. Okay, I know you're looking at it. The shirt. Okay, if you saw my tier list video, I was wearing a shirt that said, "I eat people with a dancing skeleton." It looked like this. I explained that video. Twitch chat made 2 shirts for me. One was really bad, and the second one was cursed. And if you can see only part of the shirt right now because of how I have to have this so the memoji works. I'll put the actual what the shirt looks like right here. Yeah, maybe my ASMR community, maybe if y'all want, we can play that game live one time and y'all can make shirts with me. But the audience basically put together this shirt. You're gonna be seeing this for the rest of the video, so sorry. Back to the review. I will be kind of just reviewing this book, going over it, giving you my initial first impressions, but I'm not gonna be like, you should or you shouldn't buy it, right? I don't really have like enough information, I feel like, to be telling someone that. I'll go into more detail, kind of reviewing what it's about, how it works, but I'm not going to spoil any of the story elements in it. But it was a really, really cute, fun read. It's not very thick at all, it's pretty thin. I wasn't upset by this, but it was kind of interesting to me. This much of the book is a guide, and if you can see it like that, the top part is the actual story, and then there's a whole guide at the back with, some character, like little character stories and a little, I don't know, like as if it's like little extras basically in the back of the book, which is actually very common for manga, at least manga I've read. But just let you know, it is interesting how much is bonus content in this book, but it's still enjoyable and fun to read and adorable. So this book honestly kind of is like a culmination of a bunch of little stories. It follows these 4 villagers who have all varying different personalities, very strong and cute characters. They're really well written. They're all very different from each other, but they're kind of like friends, and they kind of have arrived at this island destination. It wasn't what they thought it was. Tom Nook is there, but the interesting part is that they kind of don't listen to Tom Nook, and they kind of do shenanigans and stuff with other villagers who, we'll get to that, but they're written really well. Like, I think the villagers, I think that for me is the most exciting part about this manga, is seeing how these characters are being written, because everyone loves your Animal Crossing, right? We all have our favorite Animal Crossing character, Marshall forever. Whatever that was with my hands. You know what? Edit that out. Tatiana, edit that. So I'm excited to see how Marshall's written. Marshall's not in this book. You can see who's on the book here. You got Tom Nook, Blathers, Raymond, which I know is a huge fan favorite, but I personally never got to know Raymond, unfortunately. We have Gulliver, or Gullivar, I don't remember how to say his name, and then Wisp and Dom. And I think they were all written pretty well. There are some bonus characters that they don't have here on the cover. On the cover are more of the characters you can kind of see in the story. On the book, you got the villagers. Those are actually characters inside of the book. And it's really good. They're kind of broken down into short stories, essentially. It'll have these kind of title pages, kind of like this one. This one says, "Welcome to Deserted Island Life." It's kind of like if there were little shorts. So you'll go through the short about kind of like what they did on the first day on the island, how Tom Nook tries to like go through his welcome to the island, and they kind of just, they're like, "Peace out, we're doing our thing," and they just start doing stuff, and Tom's kind of like overwhelmed. I thought that was such a funny aspect, because in the game, like, you don't have a choice. You have to listen to Tom Nook, and he goes through, you know, we've all played Animal Crossing, goes through his whole process in the beginning. And it's kind of funny that these characters are just like, they kind of disregard anything he says, and they just kind of start doing their own thing, and he's kind of freaking out, and he's like, contemplates sending them back. And it's just really funny, the dynamic between these villagers and Tom Nook, and how Tom's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fine," and he's always like thinking to himself and stuff like that. Timmy and Tommy also kind of hang out with these characters instead of listening to Tom. It's really funny. It's really funny and really well done, in my opinion. That was like one of my favorite aspects of this, other than seeing how villagers are written. It was just really cool and interesting to see these characters kind of approaching situations differently, or in these different situations than what we see them in. And so that was a really interesting aspect, like how these villagers are interacting with Tom Nook, and how they'll get advice from other Animal Crossing villagers that you meet, and there's all different kinds, and they'll go through shenanigans with the villagers, and Tom's always kind of just like freaking out because it's not going the way that he wants it to go. And it was really a treat to see just how some villager that, like, there's some that aren't on the front of the book or on the back of the book, but some will kind of jump in and out, and you're like, "Oh, that's, you know, this villager, that's so cool," or "I'm so excited to see this villager." I'm excited to see villagers that I, for example, loved that are on my island, like Marshall. I enjoyed Hazel. I really like, you know, any of the squirrel characters, like any of them. I'm excited to see how they're written into these little short stories of all these like shenanigans that they're all getting through. I should probably read like the back of the book. So the back says, "Read the gag-filled adventure of 4 goofy villagers living among the Animal Crossing New Horizons characters. Includes a bonus animal guide with game tips," which is some of the bonus content that's at the back. And yeah, it is called Deserted Island Diary, so it's kind of like these miniature diary stories, I suppose, like entries kind of. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty cute story. I found it really exciting to read through. I think they're drawn really crazy. I don't want to show you too much of like what's inside, but the art is really gorgeous. Maybe I'll have like a quick video of me flipping through as I'm speaking, but there was a lot of really funny moments. I found myself giggling to myself like while I was reading it. Just that, you know, the audacity of these villagers sometimes, like the things that they're trying to pull. You know, they're like, "We're gonna be creative," and stuff like that. And I don't know, there was some even nods to like things that you would have experienced in the game, and how like these villagers decided to deal with that. And it was just pretty interesting to see. I'm excited personally to see more of this series. Again, this is just my initial impression. My initial impression is really good. It's better than I thought it would be. I was like, "Oh, maybe they're just making this because, you know, Animal Crossing did so good. Manga is extremely popular. It's at apparently like an all-time high right now. Like, I want to read Spy Family, and I still can't get the first book without a ripped page in it, because I had to give it back because it was ripped. So I don't even know what happens in that book, and I can't get the last 3, but I've pre-ordered the new ones, and like I can get them, but I can't get the older books. Getting manga right now is really difficult. Definitely check your local stores. My local stores have it there already. I don't know what's going on, but if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. I got this like a week and a half early. I was excited. I was surprised when I got the notification like Animal Crossing manga ready to go, and I was like, "Are you Are you sure about that, mailman? I think that's a lie. I don't think a lot of people know about this manga. I don't think a lot of people, like, I only know because I follow Viz Media on Twitter and they tweeted about it. If I didn't see that tweet, I literally wouldn't know this existed. I've pre-ordered the second volume. I will pre-order the third volume when it's available. And then at the third volume, I think I'll give a bigger review kind of about what I think about the series and if I think it's worth it. For now, I'd say if you're a hardcore Animal Crossing fan, it's probably worth it. If you're hesitant, I would say just wait. You can wait on it. It's not like it's going to change your life. It's not like you need it, but I do think it was a really cute, fun read so far. Right now, I'm excited to see more characters and how they're written. I think they were written really well in this book. I think they were very adorable. You know, I'll let you see the back again. I don't think I let you see the back up close too much. Really, really cool. It's getting blown out by my light. It is white. Like the book has a lot of white on it, but it's not like, there's like little paw prints you can't even see. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'll try and leave a link for it. If it's on Amazon, I'll try and leave a link, though I don't really recommend buying books from Amazon because that's how I bought Spy Family, and I had pages ripped out and they claimed it was new. So I don't know. I don't trust that. Maybe go to your local bookstore or like go online with a bookstore that's more reputable near you. Because I don't know, Amazon ain't it for me. It also wasn't from a secondary seller. It was like from Amazon's warehouse. It was so weird. And yeah, don't buy books on Amazon. From my experience, it's not a good experience. I think that's it. I'm probably starting to repeat myself. I hope you enjoyed the shirt. I hope if you have nightmares, you can watch a different video and then have sweet dreams because this thing's been staring at you the whole video. This was just kind of a quick video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I did want to share this with y'all and let you know there is an Animal Crossing manga. There's also actually, I knew there was a Splatoon one, but there's also a Super Mario one. There's like ads at the back of these books, and it shows a Super Mario one. If you all want me to review the Splatoon and Super Mario books, like give you my initial impressions on the first ones, let me know down below. I would love to kind of look at them, kind of see what they're all about. I didn't know that they had also a Super Mario manga. They actually had one that ran for a really long time. So I don't know if they have like a glossary edition or like a combined edition where they have all the volumes together. I'll have to look into it, but I'm down to check them out because I think it's really interesting seeing these games turned into manga. I think that's really cool to see them in a different, like a different media form. So definitely let me know down below if you want me to check out Splatoon or the Super Mario manga. I'm down to check it out. Let me know also if you're gonna check out Animal Crossing, if you're gonna check this out. It's called Animal Crossing New Horizons Deserted Island Diary. Let me know if you're gonna check it out, and if you do, who's your favorite villager? I don't know who I like all of them, honestly. I think my least favorite is probably the one who reads. There's one who reads a lot. I don't know why, but I just don't like vibe with that one. Not that they're a bad character, they're just not my favorite one. I feel like the one who sleeps all the time is my favorite. I haven't memorized their names yet. It's like that new to me where it's like I haven't even remembered all their names yet. The sleeping one is pretty funny to me and it's relatable. But let me know which character's your favorite if you check it out. Let me know if you're gonna check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember the Life is Strange stream on my YouTube channel. Even if you missed the live, you can still watch the VOD. They're gonna be on that YouTube channel all the time forever, and that's really cool and exciting. So I hope to see you there. I'll see you in the next video on Friday, and as always, I hope that you have sweet, sweet dreams.